Hey everybody, I'm back again for another week. I know it's probably getting crazy for everybody because I can't believe I've been doing this for about 3 years. We're coming up to the 3-year anniversary sometime in March. I know it's coming soon. Today I'm going with the White Claw Hard Seltzer Lemonade Strawberry. I've never had this one before. Very good. And I'm not a big, huge fan of Ooh, a little sweeter than I thought. A little kick there at the end, the sweetness. I'm going to start today by saying, I know March is coming up in a couple days. We just had Black History Month. Can we make March thank a straight person for being alive month? Like, just find a random straight person when you're in the street, when you're out, and just say thank you. Thank you, straight person. Thank you, person who falls on the normal part of the bell curve. Thank you, because if there wasn't a straight person involved in your life, you wouldn't be alive. I don't care if you're black, white, whatever color, race, creed, trans, gay, whatever. If there wasn't a straight person somewhere in your life, you wouldn't be here now. So just thank all the straight folks. You're welcome, I'm saying right now. Here you go. You're welcome to everybody. Thank you, straight folk. Month of March. We can mix that in when you're having a drink for my boys on St. Patrick's Day. Now, let's get to Fetterman. Fetterman apparently is still in the hospital and he's got some serious brain damage. There are rumors there that his brain is now done. Can't say they're true or not true, but if it is true, his wife should be held liable because she had the man propped up running. Anybody who supported him and kept him going after he had a stroke should be held liable. It is disgusting that the Democrats or any party or any human being would prop this guy up here who had a serious brain injury. It's worse than the elder abuse Jill is doing to Joe right now. But even better, his wife, who looks like a very bizarre human being, when he gets checked into the hospital, she packages the kids up and leaves the country to go to Canada. I mean, is there extradition in Canada? Did she do something to this Fetterman guy? But I'm really not sure. I thought it was always been better or worse. Maybe it's just better or not. That's it. I'm not really sure, but I mean, what kind of people are we dealing with here? She's the worst. The worst. Unbelievable. Then we have this trash bag Santos, and he's Republican, so I'm going at him. This guy's the biggest trash bag. He is maybe a bigger attention whore and dumber than AOC. I said it, he may be. Because now he's partially sponsoring a bill for a national gun. And the national gun's an AR-15, right after the last mass killing. Now, I'm for the Second Amendment. I'm not against guns. Time and place, George. I'm starting to believe you weren't loved as a child. You had no friends, no toys, nothing. Because you need everybody to look at you. Look at me. I'm trash bag George Santos. This guy is a horrible human being. Absolutely horrible. One of the worst. Then we have Joe. Big interview just came out. Joe is running for office again. He said it. His wife said it. He is not finished. He needs to complete the job. And if the job is to complete the structure of the United States, he is on path. If the other job is to keep supplying Ukraine with our money, because another $500 billion or whatever is going over there, God only knows now, but more money's going to Ukraine. And some dummy said, well, it's not really money. It's equipment that's getting old that we're going to have to replace in a few years. No, you dummy. Yeah, it's all money. Yes, it's equipment, but our tax money's paying for it. So just because we're going to have to replace and pay for something in a few years down the line, we should give it away? Give it away! It's not how the world works. It's all money. We were not represented by Ukraine for our taxes. Nobody get this. This is bordering on treason right now. Joe's going gangster. Going gangster over to Ukraine with these fake air raids instead of going to Ohio and drinking some water there that apparently is okay. I have my doubts, but apparently it's okay. And when I asked Joe, how come you're not there? Did you talk to the mayor? He goes, I don't remember, but I talked to everybody I needed to. I don't know, maybe talking to the mayor's a person that should stand out a little bit, Joe. But once again, to be fair, Joe probably forgot everything that happened in Ohio, and he probably forgot what his original plan was anyway. It is insane. But he goes to Poland, and he's sitting down with the leaders of Poland. The Polish leaders say, Growing up, we moved. I grew up in a Polish neighborhood. The Polish people there, they're proud people. They love what's going on here. So this guy is just so full of shit. It is unbelievable. Everything out of his mouth is a lie. So this is a guy who went to black churches as a child, grew up in a Puerto Rican neighborhood, grew up Irish, grew up with Italians, and was great friends with Corn Pop. Yeah, he did everything. And his father had every job in the world. Joe, I'm calling bullshit. You're a liar. You don't have to lie about everything, Joe. You don't have to fit in everywhere. But once again, your brain's not there. You may have thought the Puerto Ricans, the blacks, the Polish, they were all the same people anyway. Which wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all. My only question is, hey, we don't know where your son died this week, because apparently he's died everywhere around the country. Use that kid's death to your advantage everywhere. Did he die in Ukraine last week? Who knows? Who knows, Joe? Who knows? Now, not to be outdone by Kamala. Kamala gets up there and talks about Joe and says, you know what? We lowered the cost of electricity and heating for folk in the United States. What folk? What folk? Have you seen my oil bill? My electricity is skyrocketing and the natural gas is up too. If you're a folk that saved it, please leave a comment. While you're leaving a comment, good, bad, subscribe, leave a thumbs up, a thumbs down. Get this algorithm kicking, man. I want to get to 100 subscribers. I only have 59 right now. Help an Irish guy out. Press the subscribe button. Please. Anyone else think those stairs to Air Force One looks like the pyramid stairs in Chichen Itza to Joe Biden? I mean, this guy falls up 1, 2, 3, 4. How many times does a human being fall upstairs? I don't know. 54 years old. I can't recall ever falling upstairs. I'm sure it happens, but wasn't the same stairs over and over. He said it was the wind. The wind knocked him down. How strong was that wind, Joe? Wind knocked him down. So that guy is running a 5-minute mile, yet the wind is knocking him down going up the stairs multiple times. I don't know. Saw an article, and this is the title of the article the other day I saw. How much alcohol would you have to drink before liver damage? Well, listen, I threw that article in the garbage and said cheers before my wife had a chance to look at it. I'm not keeping that article anywhere. It can only lead to bad news for me. Nobody wants to know. Nobody wants to know, especially Irish indigenous. And somebody said something about me being indigenous. I'm going to give you this. Isn't everybody indigenous somewhere? And think about it. Now, here at home, I just said my wife took out the little scale for measuring food. No, I'm in trouble now. She took out the scale. So I don't know if it's worse. If she took it out for me, saying I'm a big fat guy, which I'm gaining a little weight, need to slim down a little bit. Or for her, because she thinks she's eating too much. Either way, not quite as bad. Do these pants look nice on me? But it's right up there. Right up there. Once you see the scale coming out, it's no good for anybody. No good for anybody. Dan, I'm reading in the newspaper every week. One of the counties here where I live is they have bus cameras. And the bus cameras take a picture, you get a fine, they send it in, you got to pay for it. So the residents of that county, they're out of their mind. They're out of their mind. This is a scam. It's a money grab. No, it's a violation. It's a crime to go past a moving bus when it has the stop sign out. You know how you don't get a ticket for that? You stop. You stop. Richard DeAngelis, who you wrote your little article, Richard DeAngelis, just because you think the road is wide enough where you're not going to hit a child and it's safe, doesn't mean you don't have to obey the law. Doesn't mean. So I got an idea. You know why I don't get any of those cameras? Those tickets from those cameras? Because I'm not passing stop school buses. These are children's lives. Children are unpredictable. They can run anywhere. Just stop. It doesn't make a difference which side of the road you're on, and it's not a scam. Get over it, pay your fine, and next time you stop at the bus. A little fired up today. Nobody's home. Oh, my God. Dating. Here, dating is getting crazy out there. Thank God I don't have to date anymore. But apparently, the new move, if you're a single mom and you're dating, that the right thing for that man to do is to pay for your babysitter if he wants to take you out. So, here we are in a time of equality. Everybody's equal. The man who's going to take you out is expected to pay for your babysitter, pay for dinner, get you there and back, but don't open the door. Don't open and shut the door for you. That's not equal. That's not equal. Feminists. Now, speaking of feminists, where the hell are my feminists? Down there in West Virginia, the federal court in West Virginia has passed a law and said that males or young boys or boys can play in the same sports as women or girls. In the fairness of equality, Title IX is done. The federal court took a big dump on Title IX. Where are the feminists? You know when this is going to stop? This is going to stop when some girl gets hurt, gets like hit in the face or hurt, and her father beats up that boy's father until his face is hurt. That's when it's going to stop. This is nonsense. Girls deserve better. This is not equality. This is propping 1% up and letting them do whatever the hell they want in the name of equality, because now everybody's got to be treated fairly. And I said this before and I'll say it again. Life ain't fair. I got stabbed with a fork when I was like 6 years old and nobody blinked an eye. By my mother, nonetheless. And then Saturday Night Live is still not funny. I mean, how many skits are they going to have on Trump? Trump hasn't been in office in 2 years. You know what? Give me the time. Give me a half an hour instead of the Saturday Night Live time. And I'll be better. I'll be better live. God only knows what I'm going to talk about, bringing on some guests. And then, there's a group of Muslims led by Ilhan Omar, this lunatic, who's trying to pass a bill to stop bacon from being served. You want the American people to turn on you faster than anything? Yeah, stop the bacon, sister. But the big threat is if it doesn't go through, we're leaving the country. Go. We'll drive you. We'll pay for buses to drive you. That's your threat? I'm eating bacon, so you know what I'm saying? Bring me the whole pig. Forget just the bacon. Dumbasses. No advice this week, but the last thing I'm going to say is don't kill yourself. No suicides. Another Clinton friend has killed himself. I don't care who you are, how many friends you have. Nobody on this earth has 56 friends that killed themselves. Think about it. On that note, I'm just about done. No advice this week except don't be stupid, but that's general advice. Have a drink. Go find somebody you love. Tell them you love them. Give them a hug. Find a straight person. Say thank you. But most of all, really, the bottom line is this is all nonsense. We're going to make life of it, what we make of it. Be good human beings. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Find the people who mean something to you and let them know. Say I love you. Cheers, guys. I'll see you next week. Wow, that was good.